Islam. This is Imani's Arrington-Bey. First, I'll be reading the Holy Quran of Mecca, the Fatiha. This is September the 27th, 2018. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Master of the Day of Requital. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Alright. That was on Chapter 5, The Food, Section 6, Punishment of Offenders. O you who believe, keep your duty to Allah. Keep your duty to Allah, and seek means of nearness to Him, and strive hard in this way that you may be successful. Thus, those who disbelieve, even if they had all that is in the earth, and the like of it with it.
Hello, Magic Players. This is a very brief view of 33.
My phone's not supposed to be able to do that. Alright. Those who disbelieve, even if they had all that is in the earth, and the like of it with it, to ransom themselves therewith from the chastisement of the day of resurrection, it would not be accepted from them. And theirs is a painful chastisement. They would desire to come forth from the fire, and they will not come forth from it, and theirs is a lasting chastisement. And as for the man and the woman addicted to theft, cut off their hands as a punishment for what they have earned, an exemplary punishment from Allah, and Allah is mighty, wise. But whoever repents after his wrongdoings and reforms, Allah will turn to him mercifully. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. Knowest thou not that Allah is He to whom belongs to the kingdom of the heavens and the earth? He chastises whom He pleases, and forgives whom He pleases, and Allah is possessor of power over all things. O Messenger, let not those grieve thee who hasten to disbelief. From among those who say with their mouths, we believe, and their hearts believe not, and from among those who are Jews, they are listeners for the sake of a lie, listeners for another people who have not come to thee. They alter the words after they are put in their proper places, saying, if you are given this, take it, and if you are not given this, be cautious. And he whom Allah intends temptation, thou controllest not for him against Allah. Those are they whose hearts Allah intends not to purify. For them is disgrace in this world, and for them a grievous chastisement in the hereafter. Listeners for the sake of a lie, devourers of forbidden things. So if they come to thee, judge between them or turn away from them. And if thou turn away from them, they cannot harm thee at all. And if thou judge between them with equity. Surely Allah loves the equitable. And how do they make thee a judge? And they have the Torah, wherein is Allah's judgment. If they turn away after that, and these are not believers. Section 7. The Quran and previous scriptures. Surely we revealed the Torah, having guidance and light. By it did the prophets who submitted themselves to Allah judge for the Jews, and the rabbis, and the doctors of law, because they were required to guard the book of Allah, and they were witnesses thereof. So fear not the people, and fear me, and take not a small price for my messages. And whoever judges not by what Allah has revealed, those are the disbelievers. And we prescribe to them in it that life is for life, and eye for eye, and nose for nose, and ear for ear, and tooth for tooth, and wounds retaliation, and for wounds retaliation. But whoso forgoes it, it shall be an expiation for him. And whoever judges not by what Allah has revealed, those are the wrongdoers. And we sent after them in their footsteps Jesus, son of Mary, verifying that which was before him of the Torah, and we gave him the gospel containing guidance and light, and verifying that which was before it, and the Torah, and a guidance, and an admonition for the dutiful. And let the people of the gospel judge by that which Allah has revealed in it. And whoever judges not by what Allah has revealed, those are the transgressors. And we have revealed to thee the book with truth, verifying that which is before it of the book and the guardian of it over it. So judge between them by what Allah has revealed, and follow not their low desires, turning away from the truth that has come to thee. For every one of you we appointed a law and a way, and if Allah had pleased, he would have made you a single people, but that he might try you, in which he gave you. So vie one with another in virtuous deeds. To Allah you will all return, so he will inform you of that wherein you differ. And that thou shouldest judge between them by what Allah has revealed, and follow not their low desires, and be cautious of them, lest they seduce thee from part of what Allah has revealed to thee. Then, if they turn away, know that Allah desires to afflict them for some of their sins, and surely many of the people are transgressors. Is it then the judgment of ignorance that they desire? And who is better than Allah to judge for a people who are sure? Section 8. Relations of Muslims with enemies. O you who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for friends. They are friends of each other, and whoever amongst you takes them for friends, he is indeed one of them. Surely Allah guides not the unjust people. But thou seest those in whose hearts is a disease, hastening towards them, saying, we fear lest a calamity should befall us. Maybe Allah will bring the victory of a commandment from himself, so they will regret what they hid in their souls. And those who believe will say, are these they who swore by Allah with their most forcible oaths, that they were surely with you? Their deeds will bear no fruit, so they will be losers. O you who believe, shall any one of you turn back from his religion, then Allah will bring a people whom he loves and who love him, humble towards the believers, mighty against the disbelievers, striving hard in Allah's way, and not fearing the censure of any censurer. This is Allah's grace. He gives it to whom he pleases, and Allah is ample giving, knowing. Only Allah is your friend, and his messenger, and those who believe, those who keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, and they bow down. And whoever takes Allah and his messenger, and those who believe for friend, surely the party of Allah, they shall triumph. Section 9. The Mockers. O you who believe, take not for friends those who take your religion as a mockery and a sport, from among those who were given the book before you and the disbelievers, and keep your duty to Allah if you are believers. And when you call to prayer, they take it as a mockery and a sport. That is because they are a people who understand not. Say, O people of the book, do you find fault with us for not accept that we believe in Allah, and that which has been revealed to us, and that which was revealed before, while most of you are transgressors? Say, shall I inform you of those worse than this in retribution from Allah? They are those whom Allah has cursed, and upon whom he brought his wrath, of whom he made apes and swine, and who serve the devil. These are in a worse plight, and further astray from the straight path. And when they come to you, they say, we believe, and surely they come in unbelief, and they go in it, and Allah knows best what they conceal. And thou seest many of them, vying one with another in sin and transgression, and they're devouring illegal gain. Certainly, evil is that which they do. Why do not the rabbis and the doctors of law prohibit them from their sinful utterance, and their devouring unlawful gain? Certainly evil are the works they do. And the Jews say, the hand of Allah is tied up. Their own hands are shackled, and they are cursed for what they say. Nay, both his hands are spread out. He disperses as he pleases, and that which has been revealed to thee from thy Lord will certainly make many of them increase in inordinacy and disbelief. And we have cast among them enmity and hatred to the day of resurrection. Whenever they kindle a fire for war, Allah puts it out, and they strive to make mischief in the land, and Allah loves not the mischief makers. And if the people of the book had believed and kept their duty, He would certainly have removed from them their evils, and made them enter gardens of bliss. And if they had observed the Torah and the Gospel, and that which is revealed to them from their Lord, they would certainly have eaten from above them, and from beneath their feet. There is a party of them keeping to the moderate course, and most of them evil is that which they do. Islam. That was chapter 5, section 6 to section 10. Let me save my spot. Next, I'll be reading the Circle 7. I'll be rereading again. It's probably the 5th or 6th time I've reread it. Chapter 1. Or actually the introduction first. Give me 1 second. Alright. Now, Circle 7 Quran. I'm feeling really good today. I think today I'll just read Know Thyself, and yeah, I'm just going to read Know Thyself, and then part 2 the Bible, and then my constitutional law for today. Alright. Know thyself, and thy Father God Allah. The genealogy of Jesus, with 18 years of the events, life works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons are for all those who love Jesus and desire to know about his life works and teachings. Dear readers, do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good, peace, and happiness for all those that love Jesus. Dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones, and they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear fathers, by these lessons you can set your house in order, and your children will learn to love instead of hate. The lessons of this pamphlet are not for sale, but for the sake of humanity. As I am a prophet, and the servant is worthy of his hire, you can receive this pamphlet at expenses. The reason these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages, have these secrets been delivered in the hands of the Muslims of America. All authority and rights of the publishing of this pamphlet of 1927 by the Prophet Noble Drawley. The industrious acts of the Muslims of the Northwest and Southwest Africa. These are the Moabites, Hammatites, Canaanites, who were driven out of the land of Canaan by Joshua, who received the permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle in that portion of Egypt. In later years, they formed themselves kingdoms. These kingdoms are called this day Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, etc. This is our prophet in this day and time, Prophet Noble Drawley. Islam. I'll be back in part 2, reading again from Jeremiah, I believe chapter 7.